Over the thousands of generations of Avatar that stood before Aang and Korra, each and every single one of them were cosmically bound to bring balance to the world. It was their primary duty from their first breath. This pattern was so strong and unbroken through the Avatar line that most scholars thought an Avatar could never be evil or act against the interests of balance. That was until Avatar Yangchen encountered one Avatar in her past lives which had a horrid disdain for humanity and wanted civilization to end. An Avatar that terrified Yangchen. So hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. So our story begins in the very early life of Avatar Yangchen. One night in the cold dark, Yangchen was jolted up and possessed by her past life, a water avatar named Gun. Gun had a close friend called Mesose, who was a renowned poet and engineer. Mesose would often write poems and other stories which Avatar Gun heavily enjoyed reading and building his worldly knowledge from. Using this knowledge plus his experience in the real world, Avatar Gun began to notice a growing hatred of humanity in the back of his mind during his travels. This grew further and further as time went on, especially as more heartbreaking crises and natural disasters swept through the world. Gun felt that people were always trying to demand more and more support, despite being horribly ungrateful for the help that they'd already received. Making matters worse, he kept seeing towns and villages make the same mistakes over and over again, needing more and more support from the Avatar. This swept the young Avatar into a deep rage and led him to want to wipe out humanity from the map. Still being possessed, Yangchen is shown Avatar Gun and his close friend Mesose in the small harbour city of Ha'an, a bustling trade hub and fishing center. There, a large tsunami engulfs the city and threatens to wipe out everyone who lived there. Avatar Gun tries his hardest to stop the terrifying wave from impacting, but he could only weaken its impact on the town. He could not stop the torrent. Tragically, his friend Mesose is killed by the waves, leading Avatar Gun to disappear from the world for a long time. This is where Avatar Yangchen snaps out of her possession. Years later, however, Yangchen is possessed yet again by Gun while she is resting on a small island in the northern sea of the world. This time, however, Gun's disdain for humanity was truly put on display as he took over Yangchen's body and used it to ask Yangchen's friend Kavik why he should care at all for humanity. Why should he care for the ungrateful and short-sighted humans when all they do is continue to fight and ask for more? Kavik attempts to calm down Avatar Yangchen's possessed self, but Gun inside of her will not listen. He tells them that hope for a better humanity is the sole reason why he should care. Gun, however, starts to maniacally laugh in Kavik's face until Yangchen finally broke out of the possession and came back to reality. Yangchen then remarks, "Did the White Lotus know that there had been at least one past Avatar who'd been so close to turning their back on humanity?" And that is the story of the only Avatar to ever turn evil. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Sub for heaps more Avatar content, and I'll see you in the next video.